Okay, boys and girls, now we've chosen the correct information from the drop-down boxes. We're in second grade. We're doing the math practice problem. We're using English to take the test. And again, we're choosing the practice items, the calculator basic. That's the first one in the drop-down list. So make sure you've chosen all of those. Then click the blue box with the white arrow to move to the next screen. This is what the test will look like on your screen. There's a row of helpful tools across the top. I'll talk about those in just a minute. This thick, wide blue line has the directions. Underneath the directions are any visuals or things you need to look at to help you solve the problem. And then underneath this thin blue line is the question itself. So this question, the directions at the top say use the chart to answer the question. Underneath, here's the information. It's a chart. It says bikes at school. And then the question down here underneath the thin blue bar, on which date was there a total of 50 bicycles at school? I'll click the button next to A, B, C, or D, whatever I choose as my answer, and then I'll move along. Up here across the top is a row of some helpful tools to help you while you're testing. The first thing I see on the left is a magnifying glass that has a minus sign. I see 100%, and then a magnifying glass with a plus sign in it. This lets me zoom in or zoom out to make the screen bigger or make it smaller. So for example, if I click the plus sign 2 times, it allows me to zoom in and see the picture close up. If I click the magnifying glass with the minus 2 times, that will help me zoom out twice. That will zoom me back out to 100%, and I'll be able to see the entire screen again. So there's the magnifying glass. Again, helps you zoom in or zoom out to get closer or farther away. The rest of the tools across the top here, to turn it on, you click the button, and then to turn it off, you click the button again. So the first tool I'm going to use is the highlighter. Sometimes people like to use a highlighter when they're taking a reading test or a math test to highlight important information. We can't highlight with a real highlighter on an iPad, so we use the virtual highlighter. To get to the highlighter, see this button up here that has a marker with a line coming after it? I click there to turn the highlighter on. I highlight by clicking on and moving across whatever text I want to highlight. When I'm done, I go back up to the toolbar and I click the highlight button again to turn it off. When I'm ready to erase the highlighting, the next button is an eraser. So I click on the eraser to turn it on, and then I go back across the information that was highlighted to make the highlighter erased. When I'm done with the eraser, then I'm going to click the erase picture up at the toolbar again to turn the eraser off. Next tool, boys and girls, is a set of lines that helps focus your attention on one area. So for example, if I scroll down here and drag it down here, it only blocks out this one line, so all I can see is March 12th. This may be helpful during a reading test, but maybe not so helpful in math, but it's there if you need it. And to turn it off, again, you click the button back up at the top again. The next button is a notepad. When you click the picture of the pencil writing across the paper, the notepad comes out. You can type into the notepad whatever you want to say. When you're done with the notepad, click the notepad button again, and it makes it go away. The next tool is a box with an X through it. This is the answer eliminator. So if you're ready to rule out an answer choice, you know that it can't be letter answer choice D, for example, click the answer eliminator button and turn that tool on. You'll see next to it at the bottom to the answer choices now, there's a gray box with a white arrow. Click the gray box with the white X, I'm sorry, not arrow, but an X. Click the gray box with the X next to the answer that you want to take away. So for example, down here, I want to take away March 15th. So I click the box next to it, and March 15th gets really, really light and hard to see. So then all I have to do is focus on the first 3 answer choices. If you change your mind and you feel like maybe it could be March 15th and you want to bring that answer choice back, just click that gray box with the X again, and there it is. Okay? And again, to turn the answer eliminator tool off, click the symbol up at the top of the screen again to turn it off. And then the last tool up at the top is a calculator. When you click the calculator button, the calculator shows up in the bottom of the screen. To use the calculator, you just put in whatever numbers you're wanting to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So for example, if we're adding 2 plus 3, I'll type 2 plus 3, and then the answer is on the very opposite side of the display on the calculator. So my equation is on the left, but my answer is on the right. Okay, so there's a little tip there. It says your answers show up on this side. Okay, when you're ready for the calculator to go away, click the calculator picture on the toolbar at the top, and it goes away. So now I'm ready to answer the question, on which date was there a total of 50 bicycles at school? I look and I figure, let's see, it says each bike represents 10 bicycles, or each wheel, I should say, each picture of a bicycle wheel represents 10 bicycles. I use that information to make my choice. I click the button next to my choice. And when I've finally decided that's my answer, then I go down to the bottom of the screen. There is kind of an aqua or teal colored box with an arrow pointing to the right. I'll click that and it will take me to the next question. Okay, it says, congratulations, you finished the test. When you get that message, you're done and you can log out.